brother. Say younger and older this way. Or my younger brother, Pandit Sharmaji from Om Shanti Ashram. And I had many spells of crying today for the power and the bhav, as we say in Trinidad, Hanumanji's darshan from 5:30 this morning. And before we go into invocation, I'll just tell you what happened. At 5:30 this morning, Panditji, myself, Pandit Dev, we sat in that little Shivala day, long time kutia, as we say. And it was divine power. Power from morning. And we prayed there from 5:30 to 8:15. We had breakfast. 10 o'clock we started Hanumanji Bahuk for 1 hour. In case any of you don't know what Hanuman Bahuk is, it is what Sri San Goswami Tulsidas Ji, I know Swamiji is well versed. I have to be careful what I say tonight. I might get it wrong, Swamiji. Pretend you don't hear anything I say wrong, okay? And we chanted 1 hour, 52 verses of Sri Hanuman Bahuk with special ingredients from India that I brought. We did that. 11 o'clock, we chanted 1,101 times. And Swamiji, I'm going on record here and I brag a little bit. We are the only people in Trinidad and Tobago and outside of India who does 1,101 time chant of anything. Right? Now, I'm only saying that because I know you do your magnificent work, but this is what Sri Hanumanji has allowed us to do, and this is what special Siddhi Pujas we did in India, and this is why we continue to do that. This is the 4th time in Barakpur. Last year, many of the devotees went to Sunny Grandi, Shivaji, and the IETV people were there. I would like to let everybody know, tell your family and friends, Google IETVTT.com. So to my family in Canada, Merle, IETVTT.com. Please share it to Hanuman Mission page, World Hanuman Council, and Mahantji Dr.Balliram Chadee. And let our friends around the world join in this. They told me I have to call her Bauji. I know her as Devika. But thank you for being a wonderful sport with us this morning. Please give this wonderful, beautiful lady a round of applause. She was magnificent. She sat with us, she endured, and she took the pain. The lady you just saw here, she will come on later on and talk. She is my goddaughter. They all, you know, from another temple. But because we're paying tribute tonight to our ancestors, 180 years of ancestry in Trinidad and Tobago, we're all going to blend our heart, soul, mind, bodies into the devotion of Sri Hanumanji. And it is my privilege to invite all of you who's standing. We have a long section of chairs here. Unless you're praying, I would like you to sit. And I would like you to turn your phone on silent, because if it rings, I will stop talking and I'll watch you. I am a very lovely person, but I do not mix matters in puja, especially Hanumanji puja. So with asking for forgiveness of Swamiji one time and Panditji one time and all the other Pandits, I am very strict. So I'm asking you, because I think it's disrespectful your phone ringing when people are praying. And that is just me. So if you like me, bring me back to Trinidad. And if you don't like me, well, you will like me when we're done. You'll still bring me. Right. So today, my dear friends, I want you to go on an experience with me. I want you to traverse on a mission, just like Aji, Aja, Nani, Nana came. And just how like Sri Hanumanji came. And just like how everybody sent us on a mission. And we are here today on a mission. And we don't have a Ramayana satsang. We have a few thoughts I will share about Sri Hanumanji. And later on we'll have a few people towards the end of the program. We're expecting some government officials. And I would like to acknowledge right up front, Hanuman Mission did get some financial support to help defray some of the courses here. Sadhu Mandir, Aura Mandir, the Hanuman Yatra Committee, Shri Ram Mandir, Om Shanti, everybody had people support them for 3 years before and tonight, the 4th year. I believe I had an invitation and ready to come back by Bauji this morning next year. So Dinesh, Om Shanti Ashram say we come back next year here. All who came here early and think we should come back here, raise your hand or clap hard. Let me hear you. I feel it biased. It's only our own Shanti Ashram people here. All right. Wherever the Lord Hanumanji wants us to go, we will be there. But I want to thank both of you, especially for the humble welcome and the hospitality. And Pandit Sharmaji saw many times Hanumanji took over my body and mind and my voice today. And I will warn you up front, if you hear me crying and talking, the group will continue. Don't watch the Pandit crying and stop. If he's crying, you sing. Right? Then you know he take over here. You will see him. If you watch hard, you will see Hanumanji instead of seeing me. But having said that, I would like all of you, if you can sit upright. To all our international viewers, welcome to IETV. I thank IETV for their partial support. We thank the government for their partial support, and everybody else who donated, Canada, USA, and Trinidad, we thank you in advance. I will talk a little bit about what we did today for all those who supported. So sit straight with your spine up if you can. Close your eyes if you can. Don't fall off your chair. And you could either clasp your hands or you could take your right hand and put it on your heart. And I want you to imagine, and when your eyes close and don't peep, I want you to imagine Sri Hanumanji coming to you. And he's coming to you with the right hand high in the air, like how we have it here. And how Swamiji will bless you and how we all will bless you. And I want you to imagine that. And when I say Prem Sabole Bajrangali Mahabir Swami Ki Jai, then you open your eyes. If you don't, you would not get the experience. Having said that, this young lovely lady will just hold a chord in the background, very low chord. Hari Om, Hari Om, Sri Ganeshaya Namo Namaha, Sri Saraswatye Namo Namaha, Sri Guru Charana Kamle Namo Namaha, Pujaya Gravindaya Satya Dharma Vitabhachatam Kalpa Vrikshaya Namatam Kamade, Kalyan Burgatraya Kamitatra Prani Srimad Venkateshwari Vasai Te Namo Namaham Gangeya Chamana Chaiva Gurabri Saraswati Namare Sindhu Kabile Jale Aspen Sinkuru Apasarapati Bhuta Ye Bhuta Vajay Bhuta Vajay Om Krag Vasal Lakshmi Kadmarya Saraswati Kadmule to Vishnu Prabhate Kardashanam Om Harihi Om Hamsa Hamsa Virmitran Hamsa Prachodat Hamsa Tano Hamsa Prachodat Tanno Hamsa Prachodayat Om Katharam Manaho to Hai Suno Veera Hanuman Aye Ki Asan Lijiye Siya Sahita Bhagwan Haat Jor Abhiniti Karo Surya Deva Bhagwan Dasa Paro Jane Prabhu Karo Sara Kalyan Om Namo Namo He Pavana Sutta Namo Namo Veera Hanumanta Darshan Ho Siya Rama Ka Daya Kar Bhagwan Jai 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 Hanumane Gosai Kripa Karu Prana Vaya Balam Dei Sukhamev Raksha Karu Daya Kar Hanumana Manjula Mangala Mohar Maya Murti Marutaput Sakal Sri Kokam Dav Savira Dira Bira Raghuber Priya Sumira Sumya Kumaru Agam Sukam Sabakaj Karu Kaldal Siddhi Bicharu Hanuman Anjani Sra Vaya Putra Rameshwar Pinga Kshiti Vikamaha Udare Kaiva Sita Shoka Laksham Prana Aparasita Brahma Bhod Bhova Swahom Om Pranavahu Pavana Kumar Kalabana Pavat Gyanadan Jasu Haradaya Kabasai Ram Sarachapa Dhari Atulitrava Ramam Hema Shailava Deham Danu Javikishanam Gyaninam Agraganyam Sakala Gunanidhanam Vanara Ramishvarakurta Bhakta Vata Jatam Namami Goshparikita Barasham Machakikataraksham Ramayana Mahamalatnam Vandanilatpajam Anjana Nandam Viram Janaki Shokanashanam Kapeshamakshanaram Vandilanka Bhayankaram Ulanga Sindo Salilam Salilam Yahashoka Vahim Janakatmajaya Adatanayvadalankam Namamitam Pranjalalanjalayam Manojavamarututolivegam Jitendriyam Parivutam Varishtam Vatarvajam Varamukyam Sri Ramadutam Sharam Prabatte Anjani Matipatalandanandam Kajanadre Kamravegraham Parijatalavushanam Bhavayami Bhavananananam Yatra Yatra Raghunatha Kirtanam Tatra Tatra Kitamastakanjale Bhashpavari Paripurna Lochanam Marutim Namatarakshashandrakam Prem se bole Veer Vichitra Bajaranga Bali ki Jai ओम तत्पुरुषाय विद्महे वायुपुत्राय धीमहि तन्नो हनुमान् प्रचोदयात्। ओम तत्पुरुषाय विद्महे वायुपुत्राय धीमहि तन्नो हनुमान् प्रचोदयात्। ओम तत्पुरुषाय विद्महे वायुपुत्राय धीमहि तन्नो हनुमान् प्रचोदयात्। ओम तत्पुरुषाय विद्महे वायुपुत्राय 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 धीमहि तन्नो हनुमान् प्रचोदयात्। श्री गुरु चरण सरोज रज निज मन मुकुर सुधार। वरनो रघुबर विमल यश जोदायक पलचार। बोधहीन तनु जानिके सुमिराव पवन कुमार। बल बुद्धि विद्या देहु मोहि हरव कलेश विकार सिया। पति रामचंद्र जी की जय। शरणम प्रभु नातु मम संकट हरो हरि। ओ जय हनुमान ज्ञान गुण सागर। जय कपीशते हो लोका हो जागर। राम दूत अतुलित बलधाम। अंजनी पुत्र पवन सुत नाम। महावीर विक्रम बजरंग सुमति के संगे। कांचन बरन विराज सुवेशा। हाथ भद्र और ध्वजा विराजे। शंकर सुवन केशरी नंदन। विद्यावान गुणी अति चातुर। राम काज करिबे को आतुर। सूक्ष्म रूप धर सियहि दिखावा। भीम रूप धरि असुर संहारे। लाय सजीवन लखन जियाए। रघुपति कीन्ही बहुत बड़ाई। सहस बदन तुम्हरो यस गावे। सनकादिक ब्रह्मादि मुनीषा। यम कुबेर दिगपाल चहाके। तुम पुकार सुग्रीव कीन्हा। तुम्हरो मंत्र भीषण माना। युगाश्रहस्र योजन पर भानु। प्रभो मोद्रिका मिली मुख माहि। जल दिलांग गए अक्षर जनाहि। दुर्गम काज जगत के छेते। राम दुआरे तुम रखवारे। होत न आज्ञा सब सुख रहे तुम्हारी शरण। तुम रक्षकता हो को धरना। आपन तेज समारो आप। तीनहु लोक हाथ के बाप। भूत पिशाच निकट नहीं आवे, जय रोग हरै सब पीरा, संकट से हनुमान छुड़ावे, सब पर राम तपस्वी राजा, और मनोरथ जो कोई लावे, चारों युग परताप तुम्हारा, साधु संत के तुम रखवारे, अष्ट सिद्धि नव निधि के दाता, राम रसायन तुम्हारे पासा, तुम्हारे भजन राम को भावे, अंत काल रघुबरपुर जाई, और देवता चितना धरई, संकट कटय मिटै सब पीरा, जो सुमिरै हनुमत बलबीरा। जय 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 हनुमान गोसाई, कृपा करहु गुरुदेव की नाई, जो सत बार पाठ कर कोई छोड़, पवन तनय संकट हरण, मंगल मूर्तिरो, राम लखन सीता सहित, हृदय बसो सुर भूपसिया, पति रामचंद्र की जय. Now, am I hearing the keyboard playing or am I dreaming? Where's the keyboard player? Why are you sitting so far, boy? I can't see you. I'll bring your man up here now. Oh, you got there? All right. Daneshji, I need some fun here. I'm boiling. And I'm sure these young ladies think. Please give the Triveni Mandir a round of applause. They were put on the spot. They didn't know they were going to sing with me. My dear friends, that is one of 11 Hanuman Chalisa. And I just want to tell you something. If you have never experienced Hanumanji, we want you tonight to experience Hanumanji. You're accustomed hearing 99.9% of the Pundits doing a Ramayana satsang, and they will tell you what's written in the Ramayana. Swamiji spent years of that. There's a Pandit before he became Swamiji, and he will tell you also how many of them tell you. I'm not going to do that for you tonight. I want to just share 11. You guys leaving? Who's coming? You have a new group? Okay, we have a new group, so we're switching hands. All right, while a little technical rearrangement. 5 years ago, we were celebrating Swamiji 175 years of Indian arrival. And I was blessed to be at the Swami Vivekananda Yoga University in Bangalore, India, where I was conferred a Doctor of Letters degree for my work on Sri Hanumanji and humanitarianism. I'm not sharing that today because I want anybody to feel I'm important. I'm not. I'm only an aspiring devotee of Sri Hanumanji. The reason why I'm sharing that is because it was January the 12th for Swami Vivekananda's birthday when they do convocation. And I stood on the podium, about 800 and something graduates, masters, PhD, doctorates of different types and bachelors. And I was the only non-Indian. Non-Indian as in non-East India. I was the only Trini, so to speak, and Swamiji outside of India, I was the only person. And I stood on the podium and I said, I am a great grandson of the Jihadis and we're celebrating 175 years. Even the Chancellor clapped. And October 2019, I went to Bangalore for the first time. And they wanted to know, how come people like us, they say you people. Whoever went to India, you will hear them referred to as you people. How you people have so much devotion in Sri Hanumanji? How you people have never been in India, you're 175 years away, you never born here, you didn't grow up here. How come you people have so much devotion to Sri Hanumanji? And they asked me to submit a thesis of 100 pages, and I said, I don't believe in 100, I believe in 121. So they approved me to submit a thesis of 121, and tonight I'm going to share 11 points which they asked me to explain in a thesis, a doctoral thesis, for why Sri Hanumanji is that important, and how we were able to convince other people that Sri Hanumanji is that important. And I see Sintra Harmonium just coming in late as usual. So we'll give her a moment to set up, and I can just, can we ensure that we have a harmonium mic and a singing mic for Sintra Suku, please? And forgive us the little bit of thing. Everybody have multiple functions to do that. But as we set this up, and before I start in the pravachan, while we're moving around, I have a very good friend here, the chairman of Deve Pina Regional Corporation. Gautam Ji, you have 2 minutes to come and bring your blessings. You are not allowed to give a political discourse tonight. When I get a big position in the government, then. Come up, just while we're setting up so we don't look disqualified. Or disunited, I should say, disjointed.
His Holiness, Mahantji Balliram Chadee ji, Swamiji, President Pundit, Pundit Dev, other devotees here. Pavanaputra Hanuman ki? Nice. Whatever I would say is already enshrined in Hanuman Chalisa, so maybe we could look at one little line and see what pravachan we get out of it. Ramakaj akaribeko atur. Ramakaj, what work it is that is being instructed here that we do. Ramakaj. We do work, we do the work of the Lord. We do the work of Prabhu Sri Ram. And that is exemplified in no better way than Hanumanji himself, who would have taken up duty to support Prabhu Sri Ram in the search for Sita Mata. And he did that in the most undistracted way and in the most selfless way. So two qualities we can take away. We are all workers. We work for someone, we work for some company, we work for the corporation. And Prabhu Hanumanji, we see in Ram Leela, we teach the children where there are so many distractions, Surasa presented as an enticement, but Hanumanji kept onwards without distraction and also selflessly, without seeking anything in return. So two very nice qualities we see there. Ramakaja Karibeko Atur, we do the work of the Lord, and the Lord will take care of us. Pavanaputra Hanuman ki?
Thank you, Gautam Ji. Please convey our blessings and greetings. All of the politicians have multiple functions to go to today. And it has always been a pleasure to know the chairman as a friend in Dharma. And while Sintra is getting set up, if anybody could just walk across and assist, please. So we can do that. Sintra, Shubh Swagatam, welcome. It's always a pleasure to see you. You're holding back our program. So tonight, my dear friends, that was the basis of the discussion for Sri Hanumanji. And tonight, as per Sadhu Mandir devotees, as per Sri Ram Mandir devotees, as per Om Shanti Ashram devotees, as per Sri Hanuman Mission devotees, and to all of the other organizations and pundits and everybody who came in today, we always want to know what is the mission of Sri Hanumanji. So he blessed me to create something called Hanuman Mission, and that's who we are. 180 years ago, our Jahajis went on a mission to come here as in Trinidad, and I understand 100 and something years they came to the same spot. And this moment we start, chills went through the entire body, and Sri Hanumanji took over. And I couldn't talk, we cry and all that. Sintra, whenever you're ready, shake your head. And we couldn't talk. Then we said that was 180 years ago. 80 years ago, Pandit Vishnu was here this morning. He celebrated his birthday 2 weeks ago. And 180 years later, for Indian Arrival Day celebration, we have now one of the Jahaji's granddaughter or great-granddaughter, the Honorable Prime Minister Kamala Persad Bizasa. Please give a round of applause. She's going to see it to hear it. Gautam will make sure of that. We came on a mission to Trinidad. At least 7 people were supposed to die according to doctor in COVID. Not me. The doctor says so. And these people find me as in my godchildren who became godchildren later on. And we started, after each one survived, even from coma, every single one lived, 7 people. The doctors had already said is going to die, and not one died. Not because of me, but because of their devotion. And the next year they said, Babs, you have to come and do this. We're going to do 121 Hanuman Chalisa. I said, well, nobody know about that. They said, we copy you. And we said, all right. And we have a mission 4 years later. Sri Hanumanji went on a mission. He was sent on a mission to do something. And before I start to tell you what happened during that mission, Sintra is going to tell you where he went, who sent him, and what was that mission. Sintra, everybody's waiting to hear that sweet voice of yours. Merle, this one is for you from Sintra. Ja Hanumanta. Let's hear where Hanumanji was sent, what was his mission, and then we'll talk about what is our mission to tap into that energy. Prem se bolo Bajrang Bali Mahabir Swami ki jai.
One. क्या दशा की प्रभु रामचंद्र की, दुष्ट रावण में सीता मैया को हरण कर ले। अब कौन बता करेंगे सीता मैया को। हाँ, राम भक्त हनुमान थे, वो ही समुंदर राम कर पाएंगे। जा हनुमंता खोज कर लंका, बता कहाँ सीते आ घर बता दे। जा हनुमंता खोज कर
Principal Bhajan Mahabir Swami ki jai. Now I'll ask Jairaj Singh to come up here, please. Jairaj will represent this temple, Sintra, sing it for Hanuman Mission. I'll tell you all of that in Barakpur one time. So give her now a hearty round of applause and Hanuman Mission for all who are looking. Merle, that was for you as you requested. I must never start a program in Trinidad without Sintra singing the first bhajan. Sintra, I had instructions for that. So Jairaj will sit and they will join. These are all village people. Sit here by Sintra. I will let you know when. So we don't have to keep calling people. These are the two people I'm aware of that are going to represent both organizations, and we have our friends here. They will join us as we go along. Before we do the next Chalisa, I just want to tell you something. I said I'll talk about a little 11 qualities which I wrote on a thesis. This was relative to Trinidadians and indentureship. The first quality was listening. And how many of us listening to me? Hello, they have one pravachan going on. Shh. You're on TV. Listening, you see listening, I just talking about listening is the fourth point. Listening is important. Sometimes they say in Trinidad, we hear but we don't listen, and we listen but we don't hear. And the question is knowing what to say, when to say, and how to say it. And the conditions under which we say it is what somebody will hear. And sometimes, Central notice, this is not what you're saying, it's how you say it. Sometimes somebody have the best thing to educate it about. We have Swamiji, we have many Pundits, qualified experts here. It's not what you say, sometimes how you say it. It come out the wrong way. And that's why at the end of puja we always say mantrahinam, kriyahinam, bhaktihinam, janaranam, yat pujita maya deva, parihi puranam tarastume. None of us know mantra, none of us have knowledge, none of us have everything. The scholars here will tell you, we apologize at the end, their mantra for that. To get the gyan, drishti, and the siddhis of Hanumanji, we must listen. We have to listen. That's why I tell you, close your eye. Watch and see if Hanumanji was blessing you. Just for sake of argument for TV, people seeing you. How many of you vision and saw Hanumanji? Raise your hand. Hi. Let TV pick you up. So we have plenty of people who didn't see. Since see him from home, which he was here in May. All right. My point is, you have to tap into that energy and tap into that frequency. And you have to listen. You have to hear. You know, if you're walking by a river, you're going by the sea. You don't see it, but you hear the waves cracking. You know something happening. If you're driving and you see a om, you know it's a what? Hard, quick. A what? If you see a om on the driving on the highway, what you know is there? Nobody? If you see a om up in the air on a building, what is there? Thank you. If you see a moon and star, what is there? What? If you see the cross. Right. Without knowing anything, you only see a symbol and you identify that. So you only have to hear the name of Sri Hanumanji, not knowing anything else. So to hear that name, Antakal Raghubar Purajai Jaha Janma Hare Bhakti Kahai. Everybody is saying Hanuman Chalisa. How many people know what that verse means? Put up your two hands if you do. Don't feel shame. I will tell you. Raise your two hands if you know what that verse means. For sure we have to come back home Shanti Ashram. Antakal. Ant means to the end. Kal means time. Antakal Raghubhara Pura Jai. Jaha Janma. Until the end of time. Jaha Janma Hari Bhakt. Lord Vishnu in Avatar. Prabhu Shri Ram. And then Sri Hanumanji's Antakala Raghubarapu. You listen, you stay on earth. So Hanumanji, listen. Everybody got a chance to go besides Sri Hanumanji. And if all you know what's interesting, I'll ask you after. She could tell her, Ja Hanumanta. But everybody got a chance to go. Sri Hanumanji was told, stay on earth. People will listen to you until the end of time. Antakal, until the end of time. That is what listening is. The first verse They say we can hear what we want to hear, but not listen what we are being told. We can also listen what is being said to us, but not hear what we are expected to do. Prabhu Modrika Meli Mukamahi. What's that verse mean now? Who knows? Raise your hand. Prabhu Modrika. The ring was placed in Sri Hanumanji's mouth. And the reason for that he would not talk. He would hear what everybody say. So when your mouth closed, you will do the Lord's work with your mind. It's called Mansik Puja, which means you not get distracted. So you listen to the instructions, you hear what you're told, you listen to what you're told, and you do that. Sri Hanumanji went. He was told to go and locate Mother Sita. He was never told to go and bring Mother Sita. He was told to locate. But plenty of we today, Swamiji, Panditji, all of it, we go and we want to play big thing. Right, Swamiji? We don't follow instructions. We do what we think we want to do. And as such, we must listen. And the second quality, before we do the next Chalisa, is direction. Direction means guidance. Guidance means following a protocol. You know, we go up. This is a famous one. You know, we grew up. This is a village. I could even say a getaway where I said this was a village in the back of the lagoon and the bush. I grew up in Faizabad, 2 from the bush. We used to collect rainwater in barrel. And don't make a mistake and dip your hand in the water, the barrel, because you get 2 slaps from the old Aji and Nana and Aji and Aja and everybody. All they will tell you, it ain't good, jujuta. And none of you know what that means. They give you the direction. They knew what it meant, but they weren't able to explain it for us to understand the way it is. They were smarter than us. They weren't stupid. They were very smart. Our tradition for 180 years has never allowed our ancestry to have a void. We created that void. I remember asking my father one time, I said, how come you and your mother used to talk Hindi and we never learned to talk Hindi? And you know what his answer was? As many of you probably were told. Well, was discrimination too bad? And if we talk Hindi and we get it, if we come and tell Oli to talk Hindi, Oli will get jam. So they want we to talk English, so we wouldn't get jam. 180 years later, we're remembering our ancestors. Did we get jam? Are we in a jam? Did we take directions, or are we set on a mission? Listen to Hanuman Chalisa, and we'll see where we go with that instruction. Sintra, this one is for Hanuman mission. Everybody will join. Sintra and I will sing line, and the second line, everybody will sing. Jairaj, hold the mic. Shri Guru Charana Saro Jarajan Nija Mana Mukura Sudhan Varano Raghubar Vimalayashan Jodayaka Palachan Bodhina Tanu Janike Sumira Bhavana Kumar Bala Bodhi Vidya Dehu Mohi Araho Kalesha Vikarasya Pati Ramachandra Ji ki Jaya Sharanam Prabhu Natu Mama Sankata Haro Hari O Jai Hanuman Gyan Gun Sagar Jai Kapishati Huloka Hujagar Rama Dotaya Puluka Baladama Antrani Gotra Pavana Suthanama Mahavira Vikaram Vajarangi Sumati Nivara Sumati Kesangi Kanchana Barana Biraj Suvesha Ananda Kundala Kunji Sakesa Hata Badra Bhaja Birajai Adi Murti Gane Usaje Shankara Suvana Keshari Nandan Teja Prahata Mahajanavandan Vidya रावाने को नियति चातुर
राम काज करि देखो आतुर
प्रभो चरित्र सुनि भई को रसिया
राम लखन सीता मन बसिया
सूक्ष्म रूप धर सियहि दिखावा
विकट रूप धरि रंग जरावा
भीम रूप धरि असुर संहारे
रामचंद्र की काज सवारे
लाय सजीवन लखन जियाए
श्री रघुवीर जिलाए
रघुपति की बहुत बड़ाई
तुम मम प्रिय भरत सब भाई
सहस बदन तुम्हारो यस गावे
हंस कर श्रीपति कंठ लगावे
सनकादिक ब्रह्मादि मुनीषा
नारद शारद सहित अहीशा
यम कुबेर दिगपाल जहाके
कवि गोविंद कहि सके कहाके
तुम उपकार सुग्रीव कीन्हा
राम मिलाय राजधर दीन्हा
तुम्हारो मंत्र भीषण माना
लंकेश्वर वै सब जग जाना
युगा सहस्र योजन पर भानु
लीनो ताहि मधुर फल जानो
प्रभो मोद्रिका मिल मुख माहि
जल लाग गए अचरज लाई
दुर्गम काज जगत के चेते राम दुआरे तुम रखवारे
भूतन आज्ञा बिनु बैसारे
सब सुख लय तुम्हारी शरणा
तुम रक्षक काहू को डरना
आपन तेज समारो आपे
तीनों लोक हाथ के काबे
बहुत पिशाच निकट नहीं आवे
महावीर जब नाम सुनावे
आशय रोग हरै सब पीरा
जपत निरंतर हनुमत धीरा
संकट से हनुमान चुरावे
मन क्रम वचन ध्यान जो लावे
सब पर राम तपस्वी राजा
दिन के काज सकल तुम साजा
और मनोरथ जो कोई लावे
सोई अमित जीवन बल पावे
चारों युग प्रताप तुम्हारा
है प्रसिद्ध जगत उजियारा
साधु संत के तुम रखवारे
असुर निकंदन राम दुआरे
अष्ट सिद्धि नव निधि के दाता
असवर दीन जानकी माता
राम रसायन तुम्हारे पासा
सदा रहो रघुपति के दासा
तुम्हारे भजन राम को भावे
जन्म जन्म के दुख बिसरावे
अंत काल रघुबरपुर जाई
जहाँ जन्म हरि भक्त कहाई
और देवता चिंतन डरे
हनुमत से सर्व सुख डरे
संकट कतय मिटै सब पीरा
जो सुमिरे हनुमत बलबीरा
जय 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 हनुमान गोसाई
कृपा करो गुरुदेव की नारी
जो सत बार पाठ कर कोई
छूटे ही बंद महा सुख होई
तो यहाँ पर हनुमान चालीसा
होय सीधी साखी नवनीसा
तुलसीदास सदा हरि चीरा की जय नाथ जय महादेवा पवन तने संकट हरणं मंगल मोरतिरो राम लखन सीता सहित हृदय बसो सुर भूप सियापति रामचंद्र की जय प्रेम से बोलो बजरंग महावीर स्वामी की जय. So I just figured what we're going to do for the rest of the Chalesas. We just have adopted these two singers on this side. So this side is sing us and three of you will sing the first line, and all this whole side will sing the second line. Three of you will sing the next line, and they will go, right? So you became an honorary lifetime member of Hanuman Mission. Thanks, Sintra, for that. Sintra ji, you know Ram aayenge? You know the bhajan? Swamiji and your people know it here? You know the Ram aayenge bhajan that became famous with Ram Lala. Okay, okay. One of you take a bhajan. We'll have the two Bhagpur people on Hanuman Mission sing any bhajan between themselves, and that will continue.
रघुपति राघव राजा राम पतित पावन सीताराम 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 सीताराम जय सीताराम भज मन प्यारे सीताराम सीताराम जय सीताराम भज मन प्यारे सीताराम रघुपति राघव राजा राम पतित पावन सीताराम ईश्वर अल्लाह तेरो नाम सबको सन्मत रे भगवान ईश्वर अल्लाह तेरो नाम सबको सन्मत रे भगवान रघुपति राघव राजा राम पतित पावन सीताराम जय रघुनंदन जय सिया राम जानकी वल्लभ सीताराम जय रघुनंदन जय सिया राम जानकी वल्लभ सीताराम रघुपति राघव राजा राम पतित पावन सीताराम रघुपति राघव राजा राम पतित पावन सीताराम पतित पावन सीताराम जय जय पतित पावन
Give the newest Hanuman devotee, Hanuman Mission, a round of applause. Don't forget your host Intra for bringing you as an honorary member. Eh? All right. So this side is Hanuman Mission, except Swamiji. He have his own mission. But Swamiji, you're always welcome to Hanuman Mission, and everybody is welcome. We have 2 pages called World Hanuman Council and the Hanuman Mission of Trinidad, Tobago and Canada. And I am Mahantji Dr.Balliram Chadee on Facebook. And we try to promote. And this is how we meet people like this lovely lady here, who my family adore and love. And Sintra, you know how much I adore you and love you. You have always been there for Hanuman Mission. And she's never ever taken or accepted a cent for her service to me. And these are qualified people who sing for a price. And I got put you on the spot today. And when I was turning 60, I asked her to go and record. I said, what is the price? And she said, if you wasn't a Pundit there, I would have cost you. So give she a round of applause for Seva. I will just time the point 3 and 4 for all of us to understand something. In every opportunity, we have a situation to analyze. And I will break that down in Trini style for we. Every time something happens, we think, or we're supposed to think. So opportunity and crisis, we analyze, we think about it. Today we had a gentleman sitting there, and I didn't know the fellow was a doctor. Somebody said, hey, Dr. Singh. I said, who Singh? Jarad's son? They say, yeah. And my 2 godchildren were standing behind. One wanted to become an oncologist, and one wanted to become a medical doctor. And I said to them, I said, look, always stand up behind a doctor. Always touch him on the shoulder and grab some of the energy. And I said to the doctor, I said, these are my 2 godchildren. One is a cancer survivor. She is now 3 years free, cancer-free from Hanumanji Puja. That is the power. And her parents, Anisha and Danesh, friend. Sintra had a situation, many of you know, she just lost a grandson. We prayed last year. And I called in the night when I saw it. Many of us go through trials and tribulations. As I said earlier, I am attached to these people in this community because of COVID. That was an opportunity where we had a crisis. This family, second year, Nisha became my daughter, goddaughter. And out of analyzing what could have gone wrong and what almost happened, they went and took the opportunity for Hanumanji Seva. And this is now 4 years. And we not only went to their mandir, we come to a bigger, better place. Give Chadee Ashram a round of applause. So just as how all of us went on a mission, we always wait for the outcome. And we always wait for the results. All of us pray on Tuesday and Saturday. You know why? We want to see Hanumanji Aayenge. Ram Lala just celebrated the 1 year last year in India, and everybody talked about Ram Aayenge. So we'll have the matriarch of this ashram going to do for us, Ram Aayenge. Chalo Bahenji.
Ramayenge,
जाएंगे राम आएंगे ओ मेरी झोपड़ी के बागाज खुल जाएंगे राम आएंगे
राम आएंगे आएंगे राम आएंगे
राम आएंगे आएंगे राम आएंगे
ओ मेरी झोपड़ी के बागाज खुल जाएंगे राम आएंगे
मेरे झोपड़ी के भागाज खुल जाएंगे राम आएंगे
मेरी झोपड़ी के बागाज खुल जाएंगे राम आएंगे
मेरे झोपड़ी के भागाज खुल जाएंगे राम आएंगे मेरे झोपड़ी के भागाज खुल जाएंगे राम आएंगे प्रेम से बोले प्रभु रामचंद्र की जय. I was just told, I was thinking this morning, Swamiji, before he was Swamiji, he was Panditji. And we both have common thread. He is the guru of some of the children in the same family, and I am guru of the last one, of the same family. And we'd like to welcome Tobago Sai Center, Surfside Hotel, and Jen Gopis. Pandit Swamiji just told me Tobago is locked on in the house. Jenny, Surfside Hotel, Tobago Sai Center from Swamiji, who was the guru of half, and I am the guru of the manager, Jivana, of Surfside Hotel. We both share Guru Diksha in the same family. So please welcome heartily Tobago, Surfside Hotel, Jenny and Sai Center. Tremendous, tremendous donation she make to society, believe in Sri Satya Sai Baba and the entire family. So welcome today. To everybody else, tell your family and friends we're live until 9 o'clock on ietv.com. itvtt.com. Please share it. We'll share it for Hanuman Mission and World Hanuman Council pages. To all of you, I'll just touch on 2 points. I will do the next two chalisa back to back. And number 5, I have a word as a consulting, and number 6 is counseling. And all the pundits and savers in humanitarianism, when things go bad, they consult somebody. Some consult a pandit, some consult a Swami, some consult Mahantji, some consult a village sadhu, some consult Hanuman, and some consult another kind of man. We don't deal with that other kind. We stop at Hanuman, Sri Hanuman. The greatest Jyotish or astrologer is Sri Hanumanji. The greatest consultant and the greatest counseling you can get is from Sri Hanumanji. So remember those words, counseling and consulting. This is taken from a thesis that I wrote, as I told you, point 5 and 6. It's a whole page. I'm not going to read the page. Tonight is a community event, and we'll have community joining, chalisa singing, etc. And we'll have a few upbeat Sadhwa style by our famous Sintra that will come up. And Jairaj Singh, we want Sadhwa only tonight, right? So you go pull up your Sadhwa too. And this side, Nisha and Dhanesh, from here on any bhajan is Sadhva style, right? All right. So the point I'm trying to make is Hanuman Chalisa, 40 verses, is a tool that we use for counseling and we use in counseling. We consult, people call us, Panditji, we have a problem. So and so is the case. And then we check Patra or vision, Ajna Chakra, the third eye. For every time we watch them, we can tell what's wrong. You only have to watch somebody, a spiritualist. And I'm not making no apologies for saying this on TV tonight. A true spiritualist could only watch somebody, and by the contact of that person, instantly will tell good, bad, or indifferent. Instantly, a true spiritualist will tell that person. They don't have to open a patra, they don't have to open a book, they don't have to open nothing. A true spiritualist. Any pundit here who jare will tell you, if you go to jare somebody and you put your hand, the bad energy of that person will push back your hand. Any pundit here, or any panditas, or any spiritual, anybody who jare ever experienced that, put your hand up. You go to jare, and your hand bounce back because that person is so negative. Anybody experienced that here yet? Sometimes you watch somebody and you don't touch them to... Thank you, Babaji. The minute you go near to them, you want to counsel them, and in consulting you realize right away, you do not want your energy to be mixed with that energy. That's why we make tabij. We consult with people, we counsel them, we make a tabij. This ring is a Lemukhi, Sri Hanumanji's ring. Believe it or not, I just realized my model is sitting in front of me. Babaji, next to that wonderful 80-something-year-old lady is my model. Please give my model a round of applause. And I don't know where my father-in-law is somewhere. Well, he will always tell you, and his daughter listening in Canada will always tell you, I favor my model-in-law. But for all you married men here, who lucky with the model-in-law, raise all your hand. Quick, quick, fast, fast, high. All who lucky. You only have to say something, you don't have to ask for it. You only have to say it, and the next day or the same day again it. That is the beauty of a good mother-in-law. And the thing there is, it shouldn't be called mother-in-law, it should be called daughter-in-law. Right, Sintra? All right. So I welcome my in-laws here to join my father-in-law. For those of you who know Dari Baba in Dewe, my father-in-law sang Ramayana with his guru for 35, 40 years before his guru became the late Guruji. But in COVID, for example, we do funeral, we do wedding, we do bandara, we do wedding, we do everything over the phone. Not so, Swamiji? Everything we do over the... COVID has changed the world. COVID brought me to these people. COVID gave me a goddaughter here, adopted godson, this couple here. You will hear from them later on. COVID brought me to Barakpo. COVID made me meet Sintra Suku. COVID has done a lot for the world. COVID was bad. It killed a lot of people. But in crisis, there's opportunity, and the opportunity was all of the spiritual people, mouth were closed. We were given a mask. We couldn't talk to the world. All the doors of mandars, ashram, mosques were closed. Nobody could enter. The rivers flowed, the trees grew, the mountain flourished, the sea, all the fish gone. Nothing in nature was interrupted in COVID, except what? Man's devotion. Sri Hanumanji told us, devotion will be tested. Ye kalikal hai. My father-in-law there, sing Ramayana for 45 years, and when I started his job, he said to me, let me give you a piece of advice. We fight and argue too bad for religion because he thinks sometimes I lean too much on this side. He tells me, your life in Panditai in this role is like a white dhoti, 5 yards. When you put your pen, like I have a pen here, one drop of that ink fall in that dhoti. Anybody see, you will never see the 5 yards of white dhoti. What are they going to see? Hard. They're going to see the one drop of ink. That's what people are going to see. So the point is, we counsel, we meet, we consult, but Hanuman Chalisa, Bajrang Ban, Hanuman Ashtakam, all of those things teaches us how we must live our life. We must all do what we need to do to advance our lives spiritually. Sri Hanumanji always talks to us. They said the Lord has talked to us, you know, as if we just listen to the Lord. And I just talk about listening. So as we understand some of the qualities of Sri Hanumanji, let's hear it in 40 golden verses. 3 of us will sing one verse, and this side will sing the second verse. So we'll have a natural flow. And Sintra, that is from a request from Merle, and when my father always tell me, you sing one line, let the rest sing one line. So I could pull it through the 2 hours. Everybody will join in and allow yourself to be connected to Sri Hanumanji. See that light from Sri Hanumanji in his hand high up in the air, and in the middle of that palm you see a light coming to you, and feel that energy for the devotion since 5:30 this morning. Sintra will sing it with a different bhav, so let's sing during it. Sri Guru Charan.
Sri Guru Charan Saroj Raja
Nijamana Mokora Sudha Varno Raghubar Himalaya Shah Jodayaka Palachan Bodhina Tanu Janike Sumya Pavan Kumar Balabodhi Vinya Dev Mohi Araho Kale Shavikar Siyapati Ramachandra Ji Ki Jaya Sharanam Prabhu. So 3 of us will do a verse, and this side will sing the next verse, and we'll rotate. O Jai Hanuman Gyan Gun Sagar
Jai Kabir Tino Lok Ujagar
Ram Dota Yatulita Baladama
Anjani Bhut Bhavan Sutanama
Mahavira Vikaram Vajarangi
Kumati Nivari Sumati Sangi
Kanchana Varada Viraj Suvesha
Pagana Kundala Kunchite Kesha
Hata Badre Aure Dhwaja Viraje
Kade Mona Jade Osaje
Shankar Subhana Keshari Nandan
Teja Pratapa Mahajagavandana Vidyavane
Vane Godi Ati Chatur
Rama Kaja Kalire Kovatur
Prabho Charitra Sunibai Kohorasya
Rama Lakana Sita Manavasya
Sukshama Rupa Darasya Hidikawa
Vikata Rupa Danilan Kajarava
Bhima Rupa Dari Asura Sanhare
Ramachandra Ke Raja Savare
Lai Sanjivana Lakana Jiyaye
Shri Raghuvira Shri Udhiraye
Raghupati Kini Bahuta Baraye
Tuma Mama Priya Bharatari Sabhavaye
Sahasa Badan Tumharo Yas Gawe
Ase Kahi Shripati Karutana Gave
Sanakadika Brahmadi Munisha
Narana Sarasa Senitarisa
Yamakuvera Digapal Jahake
Kavi Kodi Kahi Sake Kahate
Tuma Upokare Sugriva Ikina
Rama Milaya Raja Paradina
Tumharo Mantra Vibhishan Mana
Lankeshwara Vaisava Janajana
Yugashra Hastra Yojana Parabhano
Tahi Madhura Palajano
Prabho Modrika Mele Mukamahi
Jalani Rangi Gaya Charatanahi
Doragam Kaj Jagat Ke Chete
Sugamayo Kama Tumari Tete
Ram Duare Tumara Kaware
Otana Gya Vino Paisa सारे,
सब सुख लय तुम्हारी है शरणा,
तुम रक्षक काहो को डरना।
आपन तेज सम्हारो आप,
तीनों लोक हाथ के कामे,
बहुत पिशाच निकट नहीं आवे,
महावीर जब नाम सुनावे,
नाशय रोग हरे सब पीरा,
जपत निरंतर हनुमत वीरा।
संकट से हनुमान छुड़ावे,
मन क्रम वचन ध्यान जो लावे,
सब पर राम तपस्वी राजा,
तिनके काज सकल तुम साजा।
और मनोरथ जो कोई लावे,
सोई अमित जीवन फल पावे,
चारों युग पर ताप तुम्हारा,
है परसिद्ध जगत उजियारा।
साधु संत के तुम रखवारे,
असुर निकंदन राम दुलारे,
अष्ट सिद्धि नव निधि के दाता,
असबर दीन जानकी माता।
राम रसायन तुम्हारे पासा,
सदा रहो रघुपति के दासा।
तुम्हारे भजन राम को भावे,
जन्म जन्म के दुख बिसरावे,
अंत काल रघुबर पुर जाई,
जहाँ जन्म हरि बात कहाए।
और देवता चित न डरई, हनुमत से सर्व सुख करई, संकट कटय मिटई सब पीरा,
जो सुमिरे हनुमत बलबीरा।
जय 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 हनुमान गोसाई,
कृपा करो गुरुदेव की नाई।
जो सत बार पाठ कर कोई,
छूट ही बंदी महासुत होए।
जो यहाँ पढ़े हनुमान चालीसा,
होए सीधी साखी गौरीसा।
तुलसीदास सदा हरि चेरा,
जय नाथ हृदय महादेरा।
पवन तनय संकट हरण, मंगल मूर्ति राम लखन सीता सहित, हृदय बसो सुर भूपसिया, पति रामचंद्र की जय। प्रेम से बोले बजरंगबली महावीर स्वामी की जय। शेवरी के सोल, शेवरी भजन, sadwa, any sadwa, you know. Sadwa. So just before we do the next 2 points, I was asked to announce, you see, the next point was decision making and awareness. So let me talk about that first. And then Sindra will do the first Sadhwa Bhajan for tonight. Remember, this is a tribute to 180 years. So we'll switch the Ghana a little bit, and we get a little upbeat where everybody could sing and dance, and then they'll make TV. As Sindra is famous for, because she's good at Sadhwa Bhajan, we know that. So you see, they say decision making and awareness. In other words, you make a decision based on what you know. You could change your life based on what you know. So I didn't know. So I didn't make that decision, and I was not aware. I just became aware. Sitaram, can you please wish the president of the Om Shanti Ashram a very happy birthday? His name is Shekhar Sharmaji. Baba, I had no idea, so I didn't make a decision to wish you a happy birthday. I was not aware. Oh, it's the son? Oh, that's the keyboard? All right. So thank God I take back the greeting. We give it to your son. Give him a round of applause. I was so sure was he Pundit. So all I could do, I can sing. So Hanuman Mission will sing a sadhva for you. Put up your right hand. Om Mangalam Bhagavan Vishnu Mangalam Garudatvaja Mangalam Pundarikakshe Mangalaye Tano Hari. Om Shiva Hare Shiva Rama Sakhe Prabhu Trivirita Parivara Rahe Vibhu Aja Janeshwarya Daha Pahimang Shiva Hare Vijayam Kuru Me Varam Pratidinam Kushalam Jaya Mangalam Pratidinam Kushalam Jaya Mangalam Pratidinam Kushalam Jai Mangalam. So keyboard player, I didn't make a decision to wish because I didn't know. So we'll come back and talk about that, how it's relevant to Sri Hanumanji. But Hanuman Mission going to sing this because they're on Hanuman Mission side. So first Sadhwa for the night. We going till 4 in the morning as per classical singing and Sadhwa.
दया धर्म मूल है नरक मूल अभिमान हरे तुलसी दया न चुराए जब तक भज में प्राण
ऐसे
राम गुण गाय के राम गुण गाय के राम गुण गाय के राम गुण गाय के ओ मंगन भई तुलसी राम गुण गाय के मंगन भई तुलसी राम गुण गाय के मंगन भई तुलसी
भूया भूया
साधु चले भूया भूया छुट्टियां बजाए के मंगल भई तुलसी राम गुण गाय के मंगल भई तुलसी राजा सोया महल महला कमल बिछाए के राजा सोया महल महला कमल बिछाए के साधु चले भूया भूया साधु चले भूया भूया मिथिला बिछाए के मंगल
जय तुलसी राम गुण गाय के मगन भई तुलसी
राजा खाए पूरी कचौड़ी लड्डू जी मनाए के राजा खाए पूरी कचौड़ी लड्डू जी मनाए के साधु खाए लूकी सुखी साधु खाए लूकी सुखी भोग लगाए के मंगल भई तुलसी राम गुण गाय के मंगल भई तुलसी राम गुण गाय के राम गुण गाय के राम गुण गाय के राम गुण गाय के मंगल भई तुलसी राम गुण गाय के मंगल भई तुलसी राम गुण गाय के मंगल भई तुलसी राम गुण गाय के मंगल भई तुलसी
Please give Barakpur a round of applause. To all of Canada and to all of USA, every time I share posts on Facebook, I said this one is by Hanuman Mission. Everybody, oh, this girl live in Barakpur, how come she's Hanuman Mission Canada? And 2 or 3 years ago, she dedicated one. She cut off the Pundit and make another TV channel, cut it for me. So we played it, and up to today, it still plays on Canadian television almost every second, third week. Sintran and voice. But you know, we need some new recording now, eh? So tonight we have to get all his Adwine and I have a recording to get. Yeah, we come into he just now. Sadwaya Yadumat Sutra. All right. So, two other points that Sri Hanumanji has molded our lives with is what you call decision making and awareness. You can hear in Hanuman Chalisa, Bajrangban, Hanuman Ashtakam, etc. Sri Hanumanji never did, for lack of a better word, something stupid. Situation was there, the opportunity was there. He was always keen, aware of making that decision. Always. And Sri Hanumanji taught us that we must always be aware and must always make decision with proper, or should I say a proper thought process. In other words, as Trini would say, think before you talk, man. Don't do no stupidity, think before you talk. The point is, sometimes we say something and they say a shot arrow and a spoken word, the two things that we can never ever take back. You know, I see that word sorry, don't help nothing. If you hurt somebody feeling, you could say sorry from thy kingdom come. If I do something bad to Sintran, to Nisha and Dinesh, well, I've never seen Barakpur again, no matter how much sorry I say. My point to you is, we must always be keenly aware of how we affect people. Today, we're here in this ashram. Sintra just sang that, brought us back to tradition, all the way from the sadhu and them who are here. My mother-in-law, father-in-law, and their generation, my late parents and all of your grandparents, who sit down in the night with flambeau and sing this kind of bhajan with kanjari and thing. We didn't have all this fancy mic and thing then, but they may do. And they left a legacy for us to think and act, or to think before we act. Make a wise decision because you're aware. And don't do something and then say sorry, knowing. You know, sometimes I use a bad example here. You know, some people who are drinkers, not Panchamrit and thing, other drinkers. And they wait for that opportunity that when they drink the liquor and they get high, so to speak, the whole thing that they had to tell you for last 6 months come out, one shot, one after the other. So if somebody drunk, how they could tell you the real thing that they planned for you for all this time? They wait out for you. I personally have heard Pundits tell me, say, wait, when you see a Gani sing, I go get them good. They use the stage here. We saw some recently. They use the stage here to destroy people, religion, Hinduism, Sanatanism, and even Hanumanism, a word that we made up in this thesis. My friends, always be aware of your decisions. Sri Hanumanji has taught us, be aware and make wise decisions. And if you don't believe me, listen to Hanuman Chalisa. You're going to hear all of those things. 40 verses and there are 40 remedies. I guarantee you. Not only as I guarantee in Barakpur, and I am guaranteeing you every single verse of Hanuman Chalisa can solve a problem. From a medical problem to health problems to everything else. The spiritualists who are watching me and to all who are looking at us on ITV, social media, etc., they will know. Doctors say people are going to die, they're living today. Doctors say people cannot walk, they're walking today. Doctors, people say they will never get off the bed. 2 hours later off the bed. Doctors tell people you will never ever hold something to stand, and today they walk it. Doctors say you will never have a child, today they have children. My dear friends, I am proof that the devotion of Sri Hanumanji, once you become aware of his devotion, you make the right choices, he will bless you. These are points 7 and 8. Today, all of you have made the right decision, not to come and hear Mahantji, but to come and hear the word of Sri Hanumanji. And as we listen to the words and 40 golden verses of Sri Hanuman Chalisa, we'll do this one again. I will let the two Barakpur people lead this one, and then this I will sing the next verse. And I will listen. Oh, he will say it? Okay. Now, when I see famous singers have to pull out a phone to sing Hanuman Chalisa, I get a little worried, you know.
Sri Guru Charan Saroj Raja निज मन मुकुर सुधार बरनो रघुबर बिमल जसो जो धायक फल चार बुद्धिहीन तनु जानिके सुमिरो पवन कुमार बल बुद्धि विद्या देहु मोहि हरहु कलेश विकार जय हनुमान ज्ञान गुण सागर जय कपीस तिहु लोक उजागर महावीर विक्रम बजरंगी कुमति निवार सुमति के संगे
कंचन वरण विराज सुवेशा हाथ भद्र और ध्वजा विराजे कांधे मौज जनेऊ साजे विद्यावान गुणी अति चातुर राम काज करिबे को आतुर
प्रभु चरित सुमिरे को रसिया राम लखन सीता मन बसिया
रूप धर सियहि दिखावा विकट रूप धरि लंक जरावा
भीम रूप धरि असुर संहारे रामचंद्र के काज सवारे
लाए सजीवन लखन जियाए श्री रघुबीर हर्ष उर लाए
रघुपति के बहुत बड़ाई तुम मम प्रिय भरतई सब भाई
सहस बदन तुमरो यस गावे अस कहि श्रीपति कंठ लगावे
संकारिक ब्रह्मादि मुनीषा नारद सारद सहित ईसा
यम कुबेर दिगपाल जाके कवि को विद कहि सके कहा है
तुम उपकार सुग्रीव कीना राम मिलाय राजपद दीना
तुमरो मंत्र भीषण माना लंकेश्वर भय सब जग जाना
युग सहस्त्र योजन पर भानो रे योताय मधुर बल जानो
प्रभो मोद्रिका मिली मुख माही जल दिलांग गए अचरज नाही
दुर्गम काज जगत के जेते सुगम जोग तुम्हारे देते
राम दुआरे तुम रखवारे होत नया क्या बिनु पैसारे
सब सुख है तुम्हारी शरणा तुम रक्षक हो गोधरना
आपन तेज सम्हारो आप तीनहु लोक हाथ के कापे
भूत पिशाच निकट नहीं आवे महावीर जप नाम सुनावे
जय रोग हरे सब पीरा जपत निरंतर हनुमत बीरा
संकट ते हनुमान छुड़ावे मन क्रम वचन ज्ञान जो लावे
सब पर राम तपस्वी राजा तिनके काज सकल तुम साजा
और मनोरथ जो कोई लावे सोई अमित जीवन फल पावे
चारों युग परताप तुम्हारा है पर सिद्धि जगत उजियारा साधु संत के तुम रखवारे असुर निकंदन राम दुलारे
अष्ट सिद्धि नौ निधि के दाता सरल दीन जानकी माता राम रसायन तुम्हारे पासा सदा रहो रघुपति के दासा तुम्हारे भजन राम को भावे
जन्म जन्म के दुख बिसरावे अंत काल रघुबरपुर जाई जहाँ जन्म हरि भक्त कहाई
और देवता चेतन धरि हनुमत से
संकट कटय मिथै सब पीरा जो सुमिरै हनुमत बलबीरा
हनुमान सीता सहित हृदय बसहु सुरभूप।
सियापति रामचंद्र जी की जय शरणम प्रभु. So since all of you were caught up with this one and the bhav was right, you'll do the second sadhva now, one shot. This side have sadhva. Who does sing sadhva on this side? Nobody?
तस्मास रहे जब डर बही में, तब ही प्रभु से तुम कौन किया। मैं बाहर हो हरि भक्ति करो, दही कारण लोग भय दुखिया। ईट आई जगत में भूली गयो, दही कारण लोग भये दुखिया। कब दीहल है मन चेत करो, भज राम सिया तुम जन्म लिया। हरि हो राम मिलन कब हो, सवाला के रहे। हरि हो राम मिलन कब हो, सवाला के रहे। हरि हो राम मिलन कब हो, सवाला के रहे। भव की पात चले, ओ भव की पात चले।
सवाला रहे, हरि हो राम मिलन कब होए। अंडे सवाला रहे, हरि हो राम मिलन कब होए। अंडे सवाला रहे।
वेद पुराण सा
होय पंडित सेवा लागे रहे हरि हो राम मिलन कब होय पंडित सेवा लागे रहे।
प्रेम से बोले बजरंगबली महावीर स्वामी की जय. So here's a question. Do you think Aji, Aja, Nani, Nana, when they hear great-grandchildren, well, them is special. Them exceptionally special. So let me ignore them for a second. But when you hear the rest of, well, kind of all of we, when they hear all of we, and all of us sing with this bhav and energy, you think those people will be happy where they are today? Hard. If you believe it, say it. Yes. Give yourself a round of applause. You know, that's why I talk just about education and wisdom and analyzing and decision making. These are the things that Hanumanji taught us. These are the things they taught us. Some of us are born into that singing, musical. Some of us elevate into it. Some of us are born in Panditai. Some of us make our way into it. But what is making its way to us tonight are these rakshas. Now I'm telling you one time on TV, only one per person. Don't say nothing about when my children home and my husband home and I had two to get. No, you're getting one. So, and the reason for that, not because we mean and we cheap, we have. But this way we'll ensure everybody gets. And if at the end we have extra, I have a deal to make with you where you will get a second one. Now Swamiji just notified me. I believe Swamiji, this is compliments to Ramlala, India. So these were given from India. It came from Kumbh Mela. Today we perform Ganga Puja. This weekend in Trinidad, everybody's celebrating Ganga, Dasera, etc. So these were blessed. I just offered my little Ashirvad if I could. Swamiji offer his. So we're going to start from here. And we'll ask Pandit Adesh, I think, is on one side. We'll start from the front row. Bhayaji, you can assist one per person. They will give it to you because they will interrupt the whole thing if they go start tying. So they'll give it to you. And at the end, we have a few pandits if you wish. We will stay here till 4 in the morning. We'll tie it for you if you want. But I was told at 9:01 we have to end this program because people get up and leave. So we don't want nobody to get up and leave. So we are going to be on time. So go ahead, that Raksha is coming. And again, we want to acknowledge the support of the Ministry of Culture and Tourism to Hanuman Mission to help bring this together, to all of the donation of the people, family, and friends who have supported to make this happen. We want to acknowledge that. All of the contributors to this program, we want to acknowledge that. And there's a little info from the Om Shanti Ashram while we're doing that. It says, Om Shanti Ashram, thank you, invites you to partake, in our annual VegQ fundraiser in aid of infrastructural works. Friday, June the 20th, 2025. From 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Hanumanji's numerology number, boy. Cost $50. Menu, fried rice, chow mein, kofta, provision, fresh salad. Venue number 16, Aqua Trace, Kunjal Road in Barakpur. And for information, they have 2 numbers. So what I'm going to ask all of you to do is find it in your heart somewhere. Support the organization. It's only $50 a ticket. Right? And Panditji, I will give you the first 2 tickets for me and my wife. Not because I want to show off. Come and collect your money. Now, if you pray hard today, your whole VegQ salad right in this crowd tonight. So that's 2 tickets go, so you check 2 less. Anushka, how much ticket you had? 800. Nah, somebody else saying the truth. They just push it up because they feel we're going to help them sell all. So we're going to help all us sell 250 tickets here tonight. So if you could afford $50, give it to the ashram. Because you know what? I'm extremely happy to be sitting here to do that. Look, even Shiva just sponsored a ticket. Shiva Parasram. Let us acknowledge the sound system, the TV people. Please give them a round of applause for their hard work. You know, many times we know they get paid. Many times they go out on a limb, just like bhajanists, just like musicians, and we never acknowledge. people just expect everything for free. And we give of time, we sacrifice family, gas, and all those things. So these things cost time and money. So we need to acknowledge when people contribute. Tonight, to all of you who contributed, we say thank you very much. Point number 9 and 10 for Sri Hanumanji that he has taught us. And if we listen to the bhajans from everybody else, the next sadhava after the next chalisa will come from Jairaj. It's about objective and education. As I earlier pointed out today, I had no clue we were sitting to a doctory fella sitting down like a little nobody next to me doing Havan. And when they say this Dr. Singh, I said, hey, Jairaj son, I said, boy, you should be proud to have a father like that. And I said, when I see Jairaj, I will tell him, you should be proud to have a son like you. To every child who is proud to call their parents parents, you should be extremely happy. And if you're a child in this audience, no matter how old you are, but if you're a child to be happy to call your parents, give a hard round of applause right now. Let your parents hear it, even if they're not here. And to every parent who have children, they're proud to call their children. Clap harder than the last set. Let me hear you. Hanumanji taught us to be objective. They said, whatever we need to do, we must be rational. We must really think it through. We must have an objective view. You know, they say never make an enemy because of an enemy who is not your friend. Sometime before we find out the truth about something, that somebody bad talk with, the person who hear the bad talk, roll it 10 times over. And by the time it come down the line to you, it roll over 20 and 30 times. Ask the singers and musicians, they will tell you. Ask the Pundits and the people in temple, they will tell you. Par upakar, paro upakar, selfless service is a thankless job. People think we reel in money. I'll tell you one thing on TV, this Pundit and this Mahantji don't reel in money. Because I come here for free, they buy the ticket and I never charge a cent. This is my seva. I have to burn my karma, and all of you are here tonight with us to chant and unify that energy to make sure we all burn our seva. Jairaj is going to do the next Sarva Bhajan and then we'll continue.
ओ सच्चा है भैराग मैं तो गुरु चरण में आया ओ सच्चा है भैराग मैं तो गुरु चरण में ओ सच्चा है भैराग मैं तो गुरु चरण में ओ सच्चा है भैराग मैं तो गुरु चरण में ओ सच्चा है भैराग मैं तो गुरु चरण में अरे सच्चा है भैराग मैं तो गुरु चरण में ओ सच्चा है भैराग मैं तो काकरन को धरती आए काकरन को गंगा काकरन को धरती आए काकरन को गंगा काकरन को धरती आए काकरन को गंगा काकरन को त्रिवेणी आए काकरन भगवंता काकरन को त्रिवेणी काकरन भगवंता सच्चा है भैराग मैं तो गुरु चरण ओ सच्चा है भैराग मैं तो गुरु चरण में आ एवरीबॉडी सच्चा है भैराग मैं तो गुरु एवरीबॉडी क्लैप सच्चा है भैराग मैं तो गुरु चरण में कीने दिए दंडक मंडल कीने दिए चोरी कीने दिए दंडक मंडल कीने दिए चोरी ओ कीने दिए दंडक मंडल कीने दिए चोरी कीने दिए सप्तक पुरिया को बाबा के चेला कीने दिए सप्तक पुरिया को बाबा के चेला सच्चा है भैराग मैं तो गुरु चरण में और सच्चा है भैराग मैं तो गुरु चरण में ओ सच्चा है वैराग मैं तो सच्चा है वैराग मैं तो गुरु चरण में आया सच्चा है वैराग मैं तो गुरु चरण में आया सच्चा है
Hearty round of applause, please, everybody. Now for sure, all them old people up there, I think they will certainly, I think it's B and Bog and thing in Barakpur. And I will apologize for the viewing audience if you see me wiping my face or drinking water, it's because this place is so hot. And we've been praying from 5:30 in the morning. I got up 2:30 last night. I couldn't sleep because of the energy and the bhav and the power. When you have to do something like this, you can't sleep. It is really consuming of your energy. And it's hard work to put your heart in devotion for what we pull off here today. So for every single person who contributed from cooking food, washing wares, praying, everything, I want everybody to give all those volunteers a hearty round of applause. You see, everybody get to see me on TV, dress up nice and looking good. And I think I do look good. Nisha, I look good? All right. I look excellent. You see, we become the limelight of the show, so to speak. But Hanumanji's devotion, and I'll stray from the script because I talk about education objective. So I'll start to give you a few points and we'll blend a little bit Chalisa, a little bit Sadhwa until we hand over the program later on to Ganesh and Nisha. Tonight was meant to be a lighter side. If you're here today, then you got the fuller side. So I'm sure you miss out big. But I want you to think for a moment, why the Jahajis? And why our Aji and Aja and Nani and Nana live their life in a Gary, in Hawan, Hanuman Chalisa, and then for the little upscale scholars, memorization of Ram Tramanas. Why do you think Hanuman Chalisa became so popular? There are many, many reasons. But one of the simple fundamental reason is that it is a tabij, is an antibiotic, is an antidote. Hanuman Chalisa has the power to heal anything. And you could think what you want of me. We were able to prove that. We were able to prove that. And I just want to share with you an example of the power of Sri Hanuman Chalisa. If you have any medical doctors in the audience, raise your hand if you do. Give this little doctor a round of applause. He said he's a doctor. Do we have any medical doctor here or here? Anywhere? No. All right. So the doctors watching me, do we have a nurse in here? Any nurses? No nurses? Who's the nurse? Raise your hand. Hi. All right. We have one nurse in the back there. All right. I was called to go. I do a lot of work, which most of Hanuman mission work, we look after humanity. Humanitarianism, voluntarism, the hungry, the needy, the blind, people getting blind, all of those things, jare praying. That is what I give my life to. Not only sit down and do puja and satsang and things. That's 20% of my time. 80% of my time is dealing with humanitarian work. Helping people, feeding the hungry, doing eye surgery. Ganesh Utsav coming. We gave last year 11 countries around the world. Feed children, orphanage kids. We have people on Facebook, give money, we divide 500-600 Canadian. 11 different countries was my goal last year. And we got the money, we feed hungry children, white, black, brown, all color. We don't see color. We don't see race, we see children. We do a project every year. In India, Bangalore, Shankarai Hospital. This year we give 751. So far in 6 years, we give people eyesight, over 3,600 people. I'm not saying that for us to look good. I'm saying that because these are the things that Sri Hanumanji has taught us. They're all written in Hanuman Chalisa. Find a way to feed a hungry person. Find a way to help a helpless person. You ever heard the statement, I need a shoulder to cry on? I just need you to listen. Don't tell me back nothing. You know, a little Trini thing. Just listen to me. I don't want your opinion. I want you to hear me. You know, sometimes the bucket is full. We're so full, we don't know how to handle it anymore. We're so stressed out. And spouses sometimes are the worst one to talk to. You can't tell a spouse nothing because as you start talking, argument come. They want to hear. So you're going to talk to somebody stranger because they may know the background, they will listen to you. My dear friend, Sri Hanumanji taught us that. Try and find a way to imbibe in your bloody mind, body, and soul Sri Hanumanji's devotion in you. If you can have Sri Hanumanji's devotion in you, miracles happen. The reason I was telling you about this, I'll share one miracle with you. I was called to the hospital, and a young man, 35 years old, was dying of stage 4 cancer in 3 months, from everything to nothing. And if you went to a hospital, you'll see a pressure gauge up there in the wall, and the pressure gauge went over the max. It wasn't coming down for almost 2 days. And the family called me and said, Dr. Chadee, we need you to come to the hospital. Doctors say they're looking good. Family from Trinidad, the US, everywhere went. We went to the hospital and we start to pray. Different people do it differently. I do it different. We start up at the bedside and we start to sprinkle water. Gangeya Chamana Chaiva Goravri Saraswati Nadamare Sindhu Kavile Jales Sannidhi Kuru, as we prayed by that pond down there today. And we start to pray, and while we pray, Om Pranavaho Pavana Kumar Kalabana Pavata Gyanaran Jaso Hardaya Gabasahi Ram Sarachapa Dhari Atulitavala Ramam Hema Shaila Badeham. And the pressure gauge went beyond, start to back out. Started back down on his own while I was chanting. I'm not saying I'm good. He is good. And that pressure gauge backed down and it came all the way down to normalcy. For 3 days, the guy couldn't get off the bed. 3 days. And I went to wash my hands and my face because this was a quarantine ward. And all of a sudden I hear they're asking, where you going, where you going? The person who couldn't get off the bed, get off the bed. And they had a drips bottle or the stand. You know, when you walk in, they pull the stand and you go. And he was walking. And he tell everybody, I couldn't hear from the option, don't touch me. And he walked. And he said, you go fall. He said, no. You go fall. He said, no. And in that dying moment, his stuttering was, and I hope I don't cry because my son will laugh at me on TV. He said, I want to go and meet the Pundit. Remember, this is somebody for 3 days couldn't get off of bed. His pressure gauge was 2 days above. He was a Hanuman Bhakt. And I just prayed for him with the family. He got up from that bed, a miracle. The pressure gauge went down, a second miracle. And he came to the washroom. And he said, Papa Panditji, because his organs were shutting down. I want to give you this. And Hanumanji will always bless you. And that is the one blessing I've always taken in my heart to help people. My dear friends, it is in all of us to do good. If you're Hanuman Bhakt, you must be a good person. You have to be good. There's no other way. And if you're not a kind-hearted person and you don't help people, do not ever say you are Hanuman Bhakt. That is a fundamental requirement of Hanumanji. You must be a servant. Par upakad, paropukad, you must do selfless seva. My father-in-law is sitting there. Everybody right for he. He own family wrong. Well, that's a different story between he and my mother-in-law. The whole village right and the house wrong. And he always said, well, how you gonna look? You have to make everybody, you know. My dear friends, sometimes people in a bad state and a kind word is what we need. One kind word is what we need to give to them. to make them feel good. The energy of Hanuman Chalisa is what changes. Hanuman Ashtakam, when Tulsidas was suffering, he's the one said, why have you forgotten me? Why are you looking after everybody else beside me? He challenged Hanumanji. I will admit today, I challenge Hanumanji. I get upset. I went down to my puja. I watched Hanumanji move to his face. And I argue and quarrel too bad. Because things didn't go my way. You know, sometimes Swamiji, they say when you're young and stupid, you now start out. And you figure you should get this and you should get that and you should get the other. My dear friends, all of us go through that. We roll over the top of the barrel, so to speak. We get angry, we get upset. Tonight, my message is simple to you. Allow Hanumanji, Sri Hanumanji in your life, if you have not done so yet. Allow him to touch you. The most miracles happening in the world is in through Hanumanji's devotion. Look at this here. Watch on Facebook. Everybody and their brother, every temple and their brother, and everybody else have Chalisa chanting. And everything have a sponsorship price to it. Everybody have a sponsorship price. Only Hanuman Mission, I think, didn't have a sponsorship price. We sang for the glory and for the love of it. So we'll do this one Chalisa for the love of it. And then we'll have another bhajan. Because we're going to mix that tonight as we have a program coming up. Sri Guru Charana Saroja Raja Nijamana Mukura Sudha Varana Raghubar Vimalayasha Jodayaka Palachad Bodhahina Tanujanike Sumira Pavana Kumar Bala Bodhi Vidya Dehumohi Harahu Kalesha Vikarasya Pati Ramachandra Ji ki Jai Sharanam Prabhu O Jai Hanuman Gyan Gun Sagar Jai Kapish Ati Ho Loka Ho Jag Ramadotaya Tulita Baladama Anjani Putra Pavana Sutanama Mahabira Vikaram Jarange Kumati Nivar Sumatike Sangi Kanchana Barila Viraji Sudesha Kanana Kundala Haat Bhadra Dvaja Virajai Kandhe Moj Jane Osaj Shankara Suvara Keshari Nandan Teja Pradapa Mahajagabanda Vidyavane Guniyat Chad Ram Kaj Karilai Koad Prabho Charitra Sunidai Korasya Ramalakan Sita Manabasya Sukshama Rupa Tarasya Hidikawa Vikata Rupa Tari Lanka Jarao Bhima Rupa Tariya Surasnare Ramachandra Ke Aisa Jeevan Lakana Jiyaye Shri Raghubira Harashur Raghupati Kingi Bahut Baraye Tuma Mama Priya Bharata Samabhai Sasabadan Tumayo Sagawe Asakai Shri Pati Kantalaka Sanakadika Brahmadi Munisha Narada Sharada Saito Aisa Yamakuvera Digapala Chahake Kadi Kovidika Isakai Kaha Tuma Upakara Sugriva Ikina Rama Milaye Raja Paradina Tumaro Mantra Bhishaman Lankeshwara Rai Sabajagajan Yugashra Shrayo Jana Parabhano Lila Utai Madura Palajan Prabho Modrika Meli Mukamahi Jala Dilangai Acharajana Doragamaka Jagatake Chete Sugamaya Noga Tumare Chete Ramaduare Tumarakaware Otne Agya Binu Paisari Sabasukala Hai Tumari Sharana Tumarak Chakata Hogo Dharna Apan Teja Samharo Apeti Bota Pisashani Katanahi Ave Mahabir Javanam Suna Nashe Roga Hare Sabapira Japata Nirantara Hanumatavira Sankat ke Hanuman churave Parakar vachana dhyan jo lave Sab par Ram tapasvi raja Dinke kaaj sakal dukh saja Aur manorath jo koi lave Soi amit jeevan par paave Charo yuga par taap tumhara He par sethi jagat ujiya Sadhu sant ke tumar kaware Yasura nikandan Ram dulare Ashta siddhi nauke ke data Asabar deen Janki mata Ram rasayan tumare basa Sadar ho Raghupati ke dasa Tumare bhajan Ram ko bhav Janma janam ke dukh bisrav Ant kal Raghubar pur jai Jaha janmari bhakta Aur devat का चित्तन धरई हनुमत से सर्व सुख करी संकट कटय मिटय सब पीरा जो सुमिरै हनुमत बली जय 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 हनुमान गोसाई कृपा करो गुरुदेव की नाय जो सत बार पाठ कर कोई छूटै जो यहाँ पर हनुमान चालीसा होय सिद्धि साकी गौरी तुलसीदास सदा हरिचेरा की जय नाटे जय महादेरा पवन तनय संकट हरणं मंगल मोहरति रूप राम लखन सीता सहित हृदय बसो सुर भूप सिया पति रामचंद्र की जय. So none of these singers can pull the beat. So you see, although better than me in what Allah could do, I better than only what I could do, eh? All right. So since she's so better than me, let me hear next Sadhwa Bhajan because everybody waiting. Go. But them can't sing Sadhwa that side, they say already.
अरे मोको कहाँ ढूंढो बंदे मैं तो तेरा पास में मोको कहाँ ढूंढो बंदे मैं तो तेरा पास में मोको कहाँ ढूंढो बंदे मैं तो तेरा पास में
मैं तो तेरा
पास है मोको कहाँ ढूंढे भाई मैं तो तेरा पास है. काशी कैलाश है
नहीं मंदिर में नहीं मस्जिद में नहीं काशी कैलाश में नहीं काशी कैलाश में नहीं मंदिर में नहीं मस्जिद में नहीं काशी कैलाश में मैं तो तेरा पास में
ढूंढे भाई तो
तेरा पास में
मोको कहाँ ढूंढे
मैं तो तेरे पास में मुझको कहाँ ढूंढे मैं तो
तेरा पास है.
नहीं सूरत में नहीं मूरत में नहीं युग की संन्यास में नहीं युग की संन्यास में नहीं सूरत में नहीं मूरत में नहीं युग की संन्यास में नहीं युग की संन्यास में नहीं सूरत में नहीं मूरत में नहीं युग संन्यास में
मोको कहाँ ढूंढे भाई तो तेरा पास है मोको कहाँ ढूंढे बंदे मैं तो तेरा पास है
मुझको कहाँ ढूंढे बंदे मैं तो तेरा पास है
मोको कहाँ ढूंढे बंदे मैं तो तेरा पास है.
कबीर सुनो भाई साधु सब शिवन के श्वास में सब शिवन के श्वास में कबीर सुनो भाई साधु सब शिवन के श्वास में सब शिवन के श्वास में कहे कबीर सुनो भाई
साधु
सब शिवन के
श्वास
मैं तो तेरा पास में मोको
कहाँ ढूंढे बंदे
मैं तो तेरा
पास है मोको कहाँ ढूंढे
बंदे
मैं तो तेरे पास में
मैं तो तेरा पास में हूँ मैं तो तेरा पास में मैं तो तेरा पास में हूँ मैं तो तेरा पास में
मोको कहाँ ढूंढे भाई तो
तेरे पास में
मोको कहाँ ढूंढे
बंदे मैं तो तेरा पास में मोको कहाँ ढूंढो बंदे मैं तो तेरा पास में.
Well, I had to tell her to clap again for them. What I go do? Clap hard. IETV, I have enough material for the rest of the year, every Saturday. My dear friends, you know, it brings joy to my heart to sit here. Hopefully, something I would have said to you would resonate or would leave in your mind. Something I would have done for you today with everybody else. I don't just mean me, Mahantji, great. No. Means me as in inspiring you somewhere, somehow, from that Shwala to that Havan, to that People Tree Puja, to that pond, to here tonight, to have my wonderful friend, now friends, because he have a sadhva coming right after. Tell him next one is yours. Danesh and Nisha have a little program coming up, so we'll continue until they tell us the time, and then we work. Now, while we doing this little, we'll do one chalisa before we close, but we'll have this sadhva, etc. And if you never had a chance today because you came in late and we're talking, you have a lot of people on this side, a lot of people on this side. Danesh told me it's about 400 people they accommodate for. We have lots of food afterwards. Go down. Sintra and Jairam and the group will stay here until 2:30 in the morning after TV go home because 4 o'clock. I stand corrected. I apologize. 4 o'clock. So we're going to be here all night. We have plenty food. The temple is free, Baba. Temple is free. Give Om Shanti Ashram, they are charging, we stay in. So even when the TV and the big show done, we have a classical section going on here. Nobody move. Right? All right. And all that recorded material is mine. It's copyrighted by Hanuman Mission. My dear friends, I'm making it a little bit lively because we are celebrating and remembering 180 years of ancestry. Sometimes we're ashamed to call ourselves Hindu. Sometimes we're ashamed to see people how they behave to call ourselves Hindu because of them, because it reflects on us. And sometimes we don't want to be called Hindu because we feel discriminated by others. It says, except a man be born again, he cannot see the kingdom of God. That's what our friends say on the other side. Except a man be born again, he cannot see the kingdom of God. Ram duware, tumhara kaware, hot ne agya, binu pay sare. That tells you, except a man be born again, he cannot see the kingdom of God. And we older than them. So we have it first. It is here. Ram aduware, the doorway of Rama. Ram aduware tumhara kaware, the protection that you're seeking. Ram aduware tumhara kaware, hot ne agya, binu pay sare. Unless Sri Hanumanji opened that door for you, there is no Swarlok, there is no heavenly region, there is no Vishnulok, there is nothing for you. That doorway to heaven, that gateway to salvation is through that doorway. So yes, they say except a man be born again, he cannot see the kingdom of God. We agree. But we telling you that in Hanuman says that donkey as in Sri Tulsidas wrote it. If you never know that, today I'm telling you. This is proven in a PhD thesis, validated by scholars in India, Sanskrit scholars. Rama duare, tumhara kaware, hot ne agya, binu pay. Sorry. Unless the gateway of heaven is open, the doorways are open by Sri Hanumanji, you will never ever see that heaven. And while he prepared the bhajan, I'll tell you something. People say when we die, we pray for Ram Nam Satya Hai Atma Shanti for moksha. We have spiritual moksha. You live your life and liberate yourself. Get rid of kama, krodh, mad, lobh. Get rid of all those things. We must only go and hear Pundit preach on TV and we sit down and we live and we clap in and think. Think of what the message is. That is what Sri Hanumanji is teaching and has taught us. Spiritual moksha is when we cleanse our mind and body and soul and we allow ourselves to be elevated. Don't wait only for moksha when you're dead, you know, because you can't do nothing. People had to do 10 days and 12 days and 13 days on your behalf because you are now dead. They put any food for you, then if they'll come and see it. Give somebody a plate of food while they live in. Do for them while they live in. Seva, how much time I say par upakar, paro upakar. Do that while people are alive. I pray for plenty of people. I hear people call me on the phone and cry, Panditji, my own children don't talk to me. For months I went to do a Nandi Mokshrad. And I asked the fellow, I said, well, Everybody in your family there. He said, no, my mother live here. And I say, well, okay, tell she come. He said, Baba, I don't talk to she. 30 years now we ain't talking. 30 years you're talking to your mother, but you do none muk shad for the dead people and your mother alive. Where the sense in that is? Rituals say we have to do for the dead. But the living you're doing what you want to do for the dead. Come on, people. All who watching me on TV. I'm a straight shooter, I tell you as it is. And we could back it up. Do for people while they're alive. Treasure your parents while they're alive. Since I was going to the hospital when her mother was dying, and I told her what to do. The mother died the next morning before she had the chance to do it. I lost both parents like many of you. My mother and father lost their parents too. Many of us suffer the fate of death in our family. It's a hard thing. But faith is the one thing that will bind us together. Faith is the one bound that will keep us going. Faith is the one thing that will make miracles happen. I am proof of that. I am witness to many, many miracles happen and many people here. This ashram, the first time I ever heard about Om Shanti ashram in Kunjal Road, Ganeshji drinking milk. First place I believe in Trinidad that happened, and I was blessed to enter one day in Ganesh Utsav. And Baba Dev always say, Guruji, you have to come to our mandir, you have to come to my mandir, but we were always busy with this side. But things that happen in crisis and say for opportunity to come, and we are here with that opportunity today. On that note, let us hear what Jairaj is going to sing in a Sarva Bhajwan to keep all of us entertained.
ऐसे हमरे राम भक्त हितकारी, ऐसे हमरे राम भक्त हितकारी, ऐसे हमरे राम भक्त हितकारी, ऐसे हमरे राम भक्त हितकारी। ओ ऐसे हमरे राम भक्त हितकारी, ऐसे हमरे राम भक्त हितकारी। हितकारी, ऐसे हमरे राम भक्त हितकारी, ऐसे हमरे राम भक्त हितकारी, ऐसे हमरे श्री राम जय सिया राम जय जय राम रामा। हितकारी, ऐसे हमरे राम भक्त
हितकारी, ऐसे हमरे राम भक्त हितकारी, ऐसे हमरे राम। Give all his Sadhva bhajans. My dear friends, it is now 8:20. I will hand over the program to Nisha Maharaj and Mr. Dinesh Maharaj. They have a few things to tell us. And at the end, when we close this program, we'll do just a close from here. We would not do Visarjan over there in case you didn't have a chance. You could still go over there, get your darshan, and we'll do Visarjan in the Shiva, Shivala afterwards. So I'll pass it over to Mr. Dinesh Maharaji. Jai Sitaram.
Sitaram, everybody. Jai Sitaram. And so this evening we celebrate 4 years. 4 years of this program, 3 years at Sadhu Mandir, and the first year here at the Om Shanti Ashram. And so we're here this evening because of the blessings of the people at the Mandir here. And I remember speaking to my big brother and asking him if we could use the place. He said, well, come to the meeting and let's discuss it. But I think he had already decided, yes, we were going to have it here. And I think he and Uncle Premchand would have made this whole external facility in a very short space of time to ensure that we could have accommodated the program here today. I think the members and the executive of the Om Shanti Ashram deserves a round of applause for the type of accommodation they've been able to give us today and the type of blessings they've been affording so many hundreds, if not thousands of you that pass through the temple today. And this organization, as Baba said, is 180 years our ancestors came to this land. 180 years is a very long time. And it's a very, very long time. When we went to India last year, and people were asking us if they knew what Sindoor meant. They couldn't believe that after, almost 2 centuries, that people in the Caribbean, people in the West, still understood what those things meant. And, Trinidad is a really beautiful place because we have maintained this culture and this civilization so unique. Sometimes the things that we practice here is not practiced in India anymore. And Pundit Dev will tell you he had the experience where he was able to go to a village with a family to reunite that family with their family in that village. And Pundit Dev, I think he was saying that they were in tears because he didn't know the people, And we actually met these people on the trip to India, and they were going with us. And he wasn't there, so you could just imagine. Can you imagine that 1 person or 2 persons came from India and all the rest of your family is there? These people went to a village and met their entire relatives. They were looking just like them from what I was saying, because we were in Varanasi doing Aarti, and he was reuniting that family. And 180 years have passed. And as I've said a couple of days ago, we might be the last generation that will be able to really trace this lineage back to India. Probably very short space of time, we won't be able to trace it. And as Baba said, when you hear the devotion in the voices of our people here in Trinidad, of our people in Guyana, we were in Guyana for the World Hindu Conference, Youth Conference, with some members of Sadhu Mandir, the youth group in the temple, had gone to Guyana to represent Trinidad at the World Hindu Conference, the Youth Conference. And the kind of devotion that you see from Caribbean people is unparalleled. The devotion, the way they sing, the way they worship, you see the way they maintain their mandirs. And it's very, 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 it's very, very emotional when you see it. And we celebrate, just a couple of days ago, we were celebrating in all possible ways. But it's said that on that boat, not only the Fateh al-Razak, but many other boats that came, when they came to this land, whenever they faced discrimination, and they faced discrimination, we faced it. And let's face it, we faced it in the last decade. We faced it hard, right? We couldn't get money for Pichikari. We couldn't get money for Chautal. We couldn't get money for Diwali, right? While everybody else get.
We get to Naidora.
Yeah. We couldn't get it. And it wasn't about the money. It was about respect. It was about respect. And Jai understands because we've been speaking about this. We faced discrimination in 1845. And we face discrimination up until 2025. Not only discrimination by money, and not only discrimination by people frowning upon you, but your right to live and practice your religion the way it's supposed to be practiced, you face discrimination for that. Many times my wife has to tell me, tone it down, because I stand really strong when it comes to that. I see my friend Rishi there, and he will tell you, I would be the one always saying it out. Because I'll say it, but not much of us have that tenacity to stand. But as Hindus, After 2 centuries, you have to stand. You're living in the West, a non-dharmic environment, a non-dharmic culture. You know, in India, when you go, everything is it's happening around you. But we're living in a society that it's not. So we have to be like the lotus in that pond. We have to come out of that murky water and bloom. And bloom. And so we decided today to honor on 180 years of Indian arrival this sacred hymn, this sacred bhajan, this sacred mantra, this sacred piece that our ancestors sang for so many years that kept them together. I remember Bauji would tell you, Hans Hanuman Singh was right here and he had us under a mango tree singing. And he was saying that he could have actually, you know, they were filming Legacy of Our Ancestors right in this area here, right in this village, under the mango trees and in the cane field. An ancestral video was a film was being made. We all acted in it. And he was saying that he could have seen, and he was telling us that whenever they would treat them bad, during their lunch hours, they didn't have mandirs. But they would have had these trees and whatever they would go to sit under. In these areas in Barco here, from 1850 or so about, they were here already. And they would sing the Hanuman Chalisa right there. Right there. And so we decided that in celebration of Indian arrival, this hymn that kept our people together, we wanted to honor it. We wanted to honor that this evening. And so this morning, as Babaji said, and it wasn't only from this morning, but we have been doing this for 1 year, 4 years. We've been every month. We've been going to a different village in Trinidad. Our PS system guy this evening, Raj, has been with us, you know, every time we're doing this sound, and every time we're singing somewhere else, Raj is with us. So the PS system man is also part of the yatra. So he's going with us everywhere. But we've been doing this for 4 years, non-stop. Every part of this country we've been going. I think we got an invitation to Brazil now to go and sing. Not Brazil in South America, Brazil up in Las Lomas.
It was Brazil, I said, don't forget Baba.
So we're going up in Las Lomas now. And we've been doing that. We've been doing that because this is something that means a lot to us. This is something that meant a lot to our ancestors. And it has kept our tradition, our faith, and our religion alive. It has kept it alive. And I think that the Hanuman Chalisa, and anybody, I saw this morning from as early as 6:30 a.m., you could have seen people some people came here and they said they was going home to bathe and come back. And I don't think they'll leave us yet. They sat and they sang for the 15 hours that we were here worshiping. And it takes a lot out of you to sit here and sing for 15 hours. I was in the kitchen from about 5, and we were cooking, and then we started to sing and do puja and all of that. But it took a lot. But more than that, it says a lot about you sitting here in the audience. Those of you who made the time, the effort, and the energy to come out here. And so I want to beg Lord Hanuman this evening to bless you with strength, with bal, buddhi, and vidya. Right? And you know what that means. I don't have to explain that because we've been singing it. God knows in Barako here we've sang that song for a very, very long time. And so this evening I want to thank Punditji, Mahantji, Dr.Balliram Chadee for his dedication to the Hanuman Yatra committee. This Hanuman Yatra committee was basically 2 people starting it, and then it grew and it grew, and we went on all these little trips together, and we started to pull people from here, pull from there, and started to, you know, form up a formal group until we had, you know, so many people as a part of it. And you see the young boys, and it's mostly a young group of people, and you're seeing them working throughout any festival they had in Trinidad. Rahul will be organizing a bus and taking up people from all over Barako and just taking them to whatever event but the Hanuman Yatra committee was represented at that point. And so I want to say thank you very much to our team that has worked really hard. If you go to the chat, you'll see how much work. We had online meetings. We had, well, everything is online now. So we had online meetings, and it was just going on and on and on. And you know, you, the public, somebody said, well, you know, plenty of people just out to get money from people. As I had to tell the person right there, I said, listen to me. We didn't ask for any money, you know. We didn't ask for that. We simply put out a list of things that we needed to cook, and we sent it out. My mother-in-law had to call me and say, Danish, you need to come and see about what's going on in the temple with the amount of goods people bring in here. Right? It was so heartwarming that people were willing to give freely. And it wasn't about money, but it was about giving of themselves. And so this evening, we were supposed to be joined by the Minister of Culture, the MP for Muruga Tableland. I'm told that Dr. Rupnarayan is here as well, our MP for Naparima. But we were supposed to be joined by the MP and the Minister of Culture, who this event was held under the patronage of, and she has committed her ministry to supporting it in this year and in the coming years, to, you know, to make it a mainstay in Barrackpore. And we want to thank her very, very much this evening. And as we await the MP for Naparima as well, he's about here. You know, their schedules are quite tight, and you know, they're trying to get the ministries organized as we speak, right? Many of us in the last, just leading up to the 28th, our lives were on pause for 21 days. Roger, tell you, we had those discussions. We were on pause just to ensure that we had a better life after the 28th. And so, as I say, we're waiting on Dr. Ryan because we have a token of appreciation for him this evening. And so, those are the things that I wanted to say to you. It's not really a program, but it's really about saying thank you to everybody. You know, calling names and all of that, I'm not about that, because if I call your names, then you get no blessing. I say, you don't say thank you, you know. God will bless. But we say thank you in a general means. Thank you to everybody, every single person that made it happen. From the cameraman to the small cameramen who were taking photos during the course of the day, to the ones with the phones taking it live, to those who came and participated in puja, participated in the extremely long Hawan session that we had this morning. So many persons. The place was almost full like this at a point in time, where people were just praying and worshiping, and it really reverberated. And you know, as you walk to the pond, and when we finish here today, those of you who have the opportunity, please go down to that peepal tree. It's safe. And walk down to the pond.
In the dark?
Yeah, you could go in the dark. It's Barrackpore, it's safe. You walk down, and as you walk close to the pond, take out your slippers when you're walking, and feel the energy.